It's time to register to play our live interactive game shows. Call 800-537-GAME now. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. You only need to register once to play forever on Game Show Network. You're watching Game Show Network.
I'm Dave Nemeth. Welcome back to our tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. Next up, Colonel Hubert Fontleroy, the Black Eagle. Fauntleroy was the first licensed African American aviator in history, and you'll meet him now on To Tell the Truth from 1971.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore!
Thank you very much. Nice to have you with me. Thank you very much. Welcome to Tell the Truth. I'm not going to tell you much about our first guest, except possibly that it is the answer to every critic who ever said that this program is for the birds. I am reserving further comment because I'm so excited about our guest panelist for the first 2 days this week that I want to meet him, and I want you to meet him right away. Wow. First time ever on a panel show. Let's say hello to the whole panel right here on To Tell the Truth.
Bill Cullen. Peggy Cass. Rosie Gray. And Kitty Carlisle.
All sorts of exciting things happening here. Peggy Cass running around barefooted. What's the matter with you, child?
I've decided to be one of those flower children.
It's very becoming for you. You have lovely feet. I'd never known that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, the webbing toes.
Oh, shut up. I do know.
And, of course, look who we have here is our special guest today. We have one of the real great giants of the athletic world, a real locker room locomotive, Kitty Carlisle. And as any infant knows, Rosie Greer is one of the all-time greats, and for all of the right reasons. For talent, for guts, and for pride, we give you Rosie Greer. Rosie, you ever played a panel show before?
I haven't played this one, but I've been looking forward to it, so I got my chance today.
Well, you're sitting next to a nutty girl with no feet on over there. So now, I told you our first guest was a bird. I was really lying. I have a bird, but he's not the first guest. He belongs to the first guest. Let's meet the bird right now, and the gentleman holding him is named Joe Kaminsky. Joe? Hello, baby. Hello. Oh, is he going to come on me?
Yes.
Oh, dandy. Hope he's housebroken. Hiya, kid. That's a Durante bird. What is this, sir?
This is a toucan.
A toucan, and he is from where?
South America.
South America. And one of the few, very few trained ones, I do believe.
The only one on the East Coast.
What does he do aside from toucaning it up?
Well, he basically does whatever you tell him to do.
Oh, grand. Want to sing an aria from Carmen? Yeah. Speak.
Also eats grapes.
Eats grapes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you care to have him take one out of your mouth?
What was that?
Yeah.
Would I care to have him take one out of my mouth? Yeah, I wouldn't care to, but I will.
Just take a run at it.
I'm on the payroll.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, Pokey.
Hey. What? I've been insulted before, but never that way. He spit it out. One more try. And Joe. All right, Joe, if you take Tokyo over there. There we go. Take Tokyo over there. I'll go back over here, and we will now introduce the lady, in fact, three of them, who claim to be the trainer of this and other birds.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Reggie Kaminsky.
Number two.
My name is Reggie Kaminsky.
Number three.
My name is Reggie Kaminsky.
And don't let the bird lead you astray. All right, we're going to try to find out which one is the real Reggie Kaminsky, and here is her toucan tale. It goes as follows. I, Reggie Kaminsky, am the trainer and owner of one of the very few trained toucans in the United States. A toucan is a large fruit-eating bird of tropical America with brilliant plumage and an immense thin-walled beak. My toucan, named Toki, has a beak that measures 10.5 inches long. With it, she displays the skill of a major league infielder when it comes to catching all sorts of thrown objects, and she gobbles up pizza pies, meatballs, and grilled cheese sandwiches as well. Toki is a regular on the Captain Kangaroo television program and has performed in numerous TV commercials. Indeed, she's quite a celebrity. Not only does she travel by air to fulfill her commitments, she goes first class, and on one occasion was given her very own seat. Signed, Reggie Kaminsky. And while the three Reggies and the Durante bird are getting set and ready to go, we'll pause for a few commercials.
Hi, Dave Nemeth here. Now, I know you're wondering where we've gone in the morning, but don't worry. We'll be back soon with a brand new half-hour show with more interactive games and lots of fun, so stay tuned.
Psychic Readers Network invites you to try a free sample reading right now. Listen to what these real people had to say and call now.
It was just brilliant. She picked up on a lot of just amazing things.
Well, when he said I had 2 kids, that's when I almost put the phone down and I said, what's going on, you know? So, because I didn't believe in it, so it was good.
Oh, she was so connected to me. She was right there with me, and she was fun. She was laughing, and she was just like my girlfriend.
Oh, she scared me. She was almost on the spot.
She told me to things that nobody could about it. He told me I had 2 children, and I do. And he said I had 2 grandchildren, and I do.
Well, I was a little skeptical to begin with, but they proved themselves.
Very good. Very good reading it was.
So encouraging, so uplifting, and I feel fabulous. It's like you want to get on with the rest of your life now.
These people are real. The readings are real. Call now for your free sample reading and experience it yourself for free.
Call 1-800-795-7718.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Rhino Records presents The Monkees 30th Anniversary Collection.
Now I'm a believer. Take the last train across the line. I'll meet you at the station. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. I'm not a stepping stone. Do I daydream, believer?
Plus, order now and you'll also receive 30 Years of the Monkees, the new video that includes rare footage of the Monkees' original screen tests.
I hope I get this serious.
Here they come again. Get in on the fun. Order your Monkees 30th Anniversary Collection today.
To order, call the number on your screen now or send a check or money order to Monkees 30th Anniversary Collection, P.O. Box 339-W, Verona, New Jersey, 07044.
And now, a poem from Nipsey Russell.
The opposite of pro is con. That fact is clearly seen. If progress means move forward, then what does Congress mean?
Nipsey Russell, television's poet laureate, appearing just about every day on Game Show Network.
Well, we have 3 ladies over here, all of whom say they are Reggie Kaminsky, trainer of the TV toucan talent in town. And let's start the question with Peggy Cat.
Thank you. Number 3, how do you stand the noise?
I'm used to it, very used to it.
Does it keep that chatter up all the time?
Especially when it sees the mirror. It hates mirrors, and it'll cause, this kind of screaming.
Oh, there's no mirrors around here. Number 1, is that an angry sound?
She's very nervous. I think she's a little troubled by the new surroundings here.
But I thought she was a showbiz bird.
Yes, but she's never been on a panel show before.
Oh, I see. She'll find it's really nothing. Number 2, do you have to catch worms and insects, or does it just eat grapes?
It's a fruit-eating bird, mainly.
Well, what about that pizza? That's not fruit.
I was eating a pizza, and she took it from me.
Oh, well, number 3.
And that buster takes us to Rosie Gray.
Number 1, what's your name?
My name is Reggie Kaminsky.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you won't catch him that way, Rosie.
That was a try, though.
Number 2, does the bird know anything about football?
Not that I know of.
Because the New York Giants evidently can use some receivers.
Yeah. There's a 5-yard penalty for that, Rosie.
Number 3. Where did you get the bird?
From South America. My father had some friends in Brazil, and we wrote to them and asked, I had a monkey, and I wanted the bird, and so we wrote, and they caught it for us and imported it here.
Oh, that's very nice.
And that buster takes us on to Kitty Carlisle.
That's interesting. Number 1, you're allowed to import birds, but not, for instance, bring in plants from other countries. Why is that?
Well, I don't know, but some birds do have to be quarantined before they are brought in.
But not Tukey?
No, parrots.
Thank you. Number 2, how old is Tukey?
4 years old.
And how long does it take them before they can be trained?
About 6 months.
I see. Number 3, who is the gentleman holding... Who's the gentleman who just lost Tukey?
My husband.
Oh, I see. But his name isn't Reggie Kaminsky.
No, it isn't.
I get it. Number 2, when he travels not first class and he goes to the baggage compartment, does she mind the heat? The cold, rather? In the baggage compartment of a plane?
She doesn't go in the baggage compartment.
Where does she go?
She goes on the plane.
In the passenger compartment, we go down to Bill Cullen.
There are very few things in this world at which I am expert, but I am real big on birds. I really am. Now, number 2, they keep referring to that bird as she. Is it a female?
Yes, it is.
No, I'll stick with number 2. It has very bright plumage. Isn't it usual that the female of the species does not have as bright plumage as the male?
I don't know.
Number 3 is a toucan. What a minor bird? What kind of food does he eat? Hard or soft?
Oh, he eats soft foods. He eats things like bananas, and it has grainy things chopped up in it, too. Other kinds of fruit.
And number 1, by looking at him, how can you tell a bird is a hard food eater or basically a seed eater, as it were?
Well, you can tell by the beak and the type of tongue it has.
And that bell ringing tells us that's all the time we got for questions. We must make up our minds and mark our ballots. Rosie, we mark them for number 1, or for number 2, or for number 3. And as per custom, we pay $50 for each wrong vote. We pay $500 if nobody gets the right Reggie. And Peggy Cass starts, please.
I was very impressed by 3 bananas and seeds, but I don't know. The tongue and the beak got to me, so I voted for number 1.
There's a 1 showing. What's Rosie Greer going to do?
Well, I always thought that a man and a wife look alike. And
true. Really?
And so I think that...
My wife will be distressed to hear that.
Number 1... I think number 1.
Think number 1 and Joe are lookalikes. All right,
now, Rosie, you unsettled me because I agree with that. They choose each other because they feel comfortable together. But I voted for number 3 on the basis of her answers about the soft food and the bananas.
A pair of 1s and a 3 and a Bill Cullen coming out.
I had previously announced that I was a bird expert, which I am. But all the answers were good. But I voted for number 2 for a very different reason. All the time, the bird was making all that noise during your reading of the affidavit. Number 2 looked the most embarrassed. She looked like she was somehow responsible, so I voted for number 2.
Well, they're spread all up and down, so only one of them can be the real Reggie. So, Joe, why don't you and Toki go over and put Toki on the shoulder of the real Reggie Kaminsky?
Oh.
You missed.
How do you like that?
There you go. Reggie, stand up. Thank you, Reggie. Number 1, obviously, if you're married to the wrong person. What is your real name? What do you do?
My name is Judith Goodwin, and I'm with the New York City Opera Company.
You sure are. And number 3, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Linda Earp, and I'm Miss Broadway 1971.
How about
Hey there! Reggie, tell us something about a bird like this. Now, first of all, I was kind of nervous this morning when I first got close to it with all that beak. They don't bite much, do they?
No, she can't bite. She doesn't have any teeth, but she can grab you hard. Or she can poke at you if she doesn't like you with the
Paul, I'm going to try to go over there and get her to bite me if I can. So just stick with me. Well, no, you'd be amazed because it looks scary.
Toki is on.
Toki, bite the nice man. Toki, bite the nice man. Come on, bite the nice man. Toki, isn't that strange? When I came in this morning, all it would do would bite me. Now I won't bite at all. All right, Toki. Oh, it's a good try anyhow. Thank you, Reggie, and thank you, ladies, very much for being here. I want to tell you, our guest now coming up is a guy I've wanted to meet ever since I was a kid, and he's not that old. This guy is a true adventurer in the grandest sense of all, and you'll get a chance to meet him as soon as we raid our sponsor's icebox.
When you open a can, you get razor-sharp edges that can cut like a knife. But now there's Safety Can. Safety Can actually penetrates the seal of the can, leaving edges that are incredibly smooth and safe. Advanced technology produces 100 pounds of cutting power. You're left with smooth, safe edges. It's amazing. Old-fashioned can openers cut the lid of the can, dropping it into your food. That's dirty. Yuck. But Safety Can's new technology glides through the seal of the can, leaving incredibly smooth edges. And when there's pet food left over, the lid pops back on. Get Safety Can today, only $19.95. Call now and get the Safety Jar absolutely free. Now you can open any jar or bottle with ease. Safety Can and Safety Jar, both for just $19.95. Call now.
To order Safety Can, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-784-3311 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs.
From the world's greatest performer comes the world's greatest performance video. Presenting Elvis, the Great Performances, a feature-length video celebration of exclusive music and memories from the king of rock and roll. Join Priscilla Presley as she takes you on an intimate tour of Elvis's life, the Graceland Mansion, and best of all, Elvis's great musical performances. And now, for the first time ever, this digitally mastered feature-length video cassette can be yours to enjoy for a lifetime. Call now to order Elvis, the Great Performances for only $19.99. Order today and we'll also send you 3 never-before-released production photos of Elvis, taken during one of his historic television appearances. These limited edition reproductions are suitable for framing and a must for any Elvis fan or collector.
To order, call 1-800-599-9797 or send check or money order to Elvis, Post Office Box 910, Department Game, Gardnerville, Nevada 89410. That's 1-800-599-9797. Call now.
Now let us meet a really, truly great adventurer.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Hubert Fontleroy, Jr.
Number 2.
My name is Hubert Fontleroy, Jr.
Number 3.
My name is Hubert Fontleroy, Jr.
Now, each of this impressive-looking trio claims to be Hubert Fontleroy, Jr. And let's listen to his story and see if we can figure out which one's the real one. I, Colonel Hubert Fontleroy, Jr., am known as the Black Eagle. This is because I was the first licensed black aviator in history. In fact, I started to fly the Atlantic some 3 years before Charles Lindbergh. My adventures have taken me all over the world. I was in charge of Haile Selassie's Imperial Air Force in Ethiopia at the time when the Air Force consisted of 3 planes. I was a 3-star officer fighting the Russians in the Finnish Air Corps. Incensed by Hitler's words about black people in Mein Kampf, I challenged Hermann Goering to an air duel over the English Channel. In addition, I have been a movie producer, an inventor, and a foreign correspondent, and an international dealer in arms and munitions. My tales of daring do are now told in a new book. It is titled, appropriately enough, The Black Eagle. Signed, Colonel Hubert Fontleroy, Jr. And, gentlemen, we'll turn you over to the tender mercies of our fly expert, Mr. William Cullen.
Okay, number 2, Colonel number 2, when did you get your license?
In 1918.
Wow, Number 3, what ratings do you presently hold?
I'm a commercial pilot.
Number 1, does the name Abe Jackson mean anything at all to you?
Abe Jackson is a pilot, I believe, from the state of Ohio.
Uh-huh. Number 3, we mentioned Colonel. Was that in the United States Air Corps or Air Forces?
No, this was granted by the Ethiopian government.
Number 1, what is a green card that flyers were so proud to possess during World War II, way back there?
A green card during World War II indicated that a person was able to fly under instrument conditions as compared to a white card, which was a lesser degree of proficiency.
Oh, boy, that's a buzzer, isn't it? Let's go to Peggy.
Number 3, how did you get the job with Haile Selassie?
Well, he had learned of my exploits in the United States and my flying and my expertise, and invited me over to help build up the Imperial Air Force.
Thank you. Number 2, did you fight the Italians while you were working for Haile Selassie?
I did.
Thank you. Now, number 1, it says you almost flew the Atlantic before Lindbergh. Why didn't you?
Well, I had a little difficulty with the aircraft that was selected. I lost a pontoon. This was a seaplane, and after taking off from the Harlem River, where it was damaged on takeoff, I lost the pontoon, which made the trip impossible.
Oh, that's too bad. But number 3, well, how come you didn't lose your citizenship fighting in foreign armies? I mean, it's against the law to do that, isn't it?
No, it's not. People invite you. This is quite permissible.
Oh, I thought that... Number 1, do you agree with that?
I agree with that. That's correct.
Oh, I always thought you lost your citizenship. What?
You let me answer.
You
just lost you. We're out of time.
All right, kiddies. We'll just go to Rosie.
Number 2, what movies have you done?
Oh, the famous Eleanor Lee. That was a colored movie that was made in 1927 with Oscar Michaud.
I see. Number 3, what would you have done if you had Goering had accepted your challenge?
Oh, I would have dueled them right over the English Channel.
You're taking
but the British government stopped it.
Very interesting. That's quite a life you've led, number 1. What haven't you done?
Well, at this time, very little, but I'm still going strong.
You look like you're going strong. Let's go to...
Number 3, what was the closest call to death you ever had?
Well, when my plane didn't get off the ground, but it carried me some distance, and I was hanging underneath the plane.
Oh. Why were you underneath the plane on takeoff?
Well, I had a little difficulty controlling myself, and I was trying to make some repairs, mechanical repairs.
I see. Thank you. Number 2, who did you make your offer to duel Goering through?
The German embassy.
Oh, I see. And number 1, to whom are you perhaps not willing to answer this? To whom did you sell munitions and arms?
Well, the person particularly, I believe, is not important. I did deal with the Guatemalan government in that situation.
Number 2, where do you buy your arms when you deliver arms to foreign governments, which I believe is illegal?
Well, we get surplus from governments and from agents and manufacturers.
I see. Number 3, where'd you go to flying?
I'm sorry, there goes the ding-dong, and that means it is voting time. And you've got a tough choice here. What do you think? Is it number 1? Or is it a number 2? Or is it perhaps number 3? We pay $50 for a wrong guess. We pay $500 if everybody goes down the drain and Bill Cullen starts.
Boy, I think maybe I'm going out on a wing as opposed to a limb. The green card answer at number 1 gave me was an excellent answer. And Abe Jackson is a black pilot who was from Ohio. It might have been a guess. He then went to Pennsylvania, and he was the first instructor I ever had.
Oh,
Abe
really?
Jackson was the first guy. I went through about 5 hours of duel with him, and I have to vote for number 1 just because of Abe.
Boy, that's esoteric information. All right, let's go to Peggy.
See, number 1 knew those far-out things, but number 2 looks like a buccaneer, so I voted for number 2.
All right, Rosie Greer, what do you think?
Oh, this is a very tough decision on my part, but I think it's because his hair is parted, and he sounds like he's traveling an awful lot, so I'm going for number 2.
All righty, so we've got 2 for 2 and 1 for 1, and Kitty Carlisle is up.
Terrible. I'm voting for number 3.
Oh, we got him covered.
Because number 3 looks to me like he has the kind of poise and control that would carry him through all these marvelous exploits.
Well, I wonder if you at home are as widely separated as our panel. Will the real Colonel Hubert Fontleroy Jr. please stand up? Thank you, Colonel, very much. You be seated. We'll check out your friends here. Number 1, sir, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Edward A. Gibbs. I'm an assistant commissioner for the city of New York in the Department of Rent and Housing Maintenance.
Number 3, sir, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Matthew Carter, and I'm mayor of the town of Montclair, New Jersey.
Mayor Carter, in addition to being the mayor of Montclair, New Jersey, you are also a clergyman, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Haven't I seen you somewhere recently?
I should say you have, Gary. I performed the marriage ceremony for your son and one of Montclair's charming ladies this spring.
Yes, indeed he did. He was the presiding minister. Colonel, this is normally a rude question, but I'm sure you don't mind. You should be proud of it. Would you mind telling us how old you are, sir?
74.
Wow. 74 years old. And you know, he looks like an ambassador.
Yes,
he does indeed. Colonel and gentlemen, thank you all very much. You've been great joy to have with us here on To Tell the Truth. Thanks a lot.
I've Got a Secret, weeknights, 9-ish Eastern on Game Show Network.
Brittle nails that break and won't grow? Get Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow in just 5 to 7 days. Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow. Guaranteed.
Gorgeous spiral curls are easy to perm at home with the Pro Perm Spiral Curl Kit. It has it all, even spiral rods. Pro Perm, beautiful spiral curls at home, guaranteed.
Now do away with razors, cuts, and stubble. The Hair Off Mitten with its special silk coat surface that massages away hair fast and easy. The Hair Off Mitten, amazing.
Remember when a candy bar used to cost a dime? Nowadays, it seems like you have to use a credit card to pay for just about everything. Unfortunately, credit cards are getting more and more homeowners in trouble. But the Money Store can help you consolidate all of your high-rate credit cards and other loans into one low monthly payment. All it takes is just one phone call, and you could be on your way to saving hundreds each month. You can't buy a candy bar for a dime anymore, but you can call the Money Store toll-free at 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Bring home a holiday treat for the whole family. Matilda on home video. From the author of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, a delightful fairy tale of a girl with the power to make dreams come true. Starring Danny DeVito and Mara Wilson in a movie full of mischief and magic. Matilda from Columbia TriStar Home Video. Own it now at a great low price.
You want to make more money? Then call this toll-free number to find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. At ICS, more than 10 million men and women have prepared for new careers without ever setting foot inside a classroom. And now at home, in your spare time, you can get your diploma or degree. Choose from any one of these courses. Then call toll-free for free information about training with ICS.
Call 1-800-259-9789 right now for free information. There's no obligation, so call 1-800-259-9789.
Please stand by. Our new morning show is under construction. For your own safety, please wear a hard hat in this area. Improved watching conditions will resume shortly. Thank you.
And by the way, it just occurred to me when I said that Colonel Julian has been a hero of mine since I was a kid. I didn't mean to imply he's 74. I didn't mean to imply that I'm 74.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Oh, thank you. I'm 73. And we'll see you tomorrow when I'll be a day older. Take care.
Transportation and other consideration provided by Pan American World Airways, first with the 747. Pan Am, featuring weather insurance, tours on tape, theater in the air, international flight food service, and other extra value ideas. Something new from the world's most experienced airline. And by Chevrolet, featuring the new Chevelle, America's most popular mid-sized car. New single-unit power beam headlamps, new bumpers and grills, same solid, dependable Chevrolet performance. Prizes or product mentions were furnished and or paid for by the manufacturers or supplier of the products or services identified on this program. This is Johnny Olson speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
You're watching Game Show Network.